Next, we go to a brazen theft that saw thousands of dollars worth of booze stolen from a Kitchener LCBO store. Word of it had Ontario's premier heated during a press conference today. Doug Ford not mincing words as he called out the thieves in a self-professed crime rant. CTV's Spencer Turcotte joins us tonight with the latest on this. Spencer, this theft was all captured on cell phone video.
It was, and it seems like Ford has had enough of seeing similar thefts play out. So in typical Ford fashion, he gave his colorful insight on what he thinks needs to be done to cut down on these crimes.
A group of unmasked men are seen calmly loading bottles of alcohol into bags at this Kitchener LCBO. Police say it happened Saturday afternoon. 6 men in total took off with primarily scotch valued at an estimated $8,000.
Did you see these characters on the news last night that went into the LCBO up in Kitchener? They're brazen bunch of crooks.
Premier Doug Ford caught wind of the theft and took it upon himself to go on what he called a crime rant.
They just do not care. They go in there, they start loading up. And you know what's ironic? It's the taxpayers' money, the LCBO. And so they're stealing off the taxpayers.
Waterloo Regional Police say the chief and premier have been in contact over the issue.
You know, I have all the confidence in the world in the Waterloo Police Services, the chief, he's a champion, the chief. We got to catch these guys and throw them in jail.
Deputy Chief Jen Davis said they appreciate the Premier's support in arresting and prosecuting individuals responsible for this sort of crime, which is skyrocketing.
We've had over 900 LCBO-related calls this year already. We've laid over 500 charges.
Investigators say this could be linked to multi-jurisdictional crime groups, so they are using the clear cell phone video captured to work with other police forces to find the suspects.
We know that on the clandestine market, this type of product is fetching 40 to 50% of the original cost, which is then being turned into fueling other criminal activity.
Seeing the thieves unfazed by cameras in their faces had Ford reminiscing about the actions of a customer during a Toronto area LCBO theft from last year.
I'd love to meet that guy one day. You gave him a couple slugs in the head. They deserve a slug in the head every once in a while.
Those comments had shoppers divided at the Kitchener LCBO where the weekend theft happened.
There's a lot of ways to use a bottle than just drink out of it.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm out of here. Peace.
Meanwhile, the message from police is clear.
I don't encourage anyone in public engaging with these individuals. I know it's frustrating, but unfortunately, we don't know if these individuals are armed with any type of weapon.
And the LCBO says staff are trained on how to respond or not respond to these situations. They say even after stolen merchandise leaves the store, they continue to work with police to catch those responsible.
Now, when he says staff are trained on how to respond or not to respond at this point, that means to just sit on your hands and do absolutely nothing, because that is pretty much what protocol is here. Okay, now this is crazy because this is something that we have now seen go viral a few times in Ontario, and maybe it's happening other places in Canada as well, but I know it's been happening in Ontario, and this time it took place in Kitchener. And so this is really crazy, because when you heard that officer speak, she said this is around 900 calls now that they have gotten this year alone, just off of LCBO, with at least 500 charges laid. 500 charges. And these criminals, when they went in there, took $8,000 worth of liquor. And so the thing is that these guys have absolutely no fear at this point. No fear. Brazen. They don't care. They just walk in. They have no mask on. They stroll in there. They're not even in a hurry. They don't even have to rush, because they know that nothing is going to happen to them. They don't even have a damn plan. They don't even have a plan. Like at one point back in the day, maybe you would have some criminals that would be like, all right. And first of all, there were 6 of them. There were 6 of them. So maybe you would have, a plan at least. Like, this is just lazy. You can be lazy now and be a criminal, because they know the law in Canada ain't going to do a damn thing. And so at least before, you would have criminals go in there and be like, all right, we'll make a disturbance over here in this corner, some type of distraction. You grab the liquor, sneak out the back, they would write it down on a napkin or something and try and follow the plan. You don't even have to do that anymore. These criminals have no pride. They don't even try not to get caught. They don't give a damn. I guess because you just don't have to. And security, I mean, what's the point? Useless. You might as well just hold the door open for them, open the car door so they can just drive away. If they happen to drop a bottle, just pick it up for them, slip it in the trunk for them, because you can't do anything if you're security. They're just yelling, just let them go. Let them go. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do? That's the only thing you do. And people are fed up, clearly, because Doug Ford even said he'd want to meet the guy who got into a fight with the other guys when he caught them stealing. Not sure that's probably a good thing to do. I mean, if you're just a bystander and you see something like this happen, you probably don't want to get involved. I would never encourage anybody to do that. Probably not a good move. But damn it, you should have security for a reason. And if you got some big ass security guards and you know that you're going to catch some hands or there's going to be some type of smoke, you would probably see these things a little less often. But that's not happening. And why in the French toast do you go into so many stores where there are security and the security is 5'5" and 107 pounds? Like, what type of what is that going to do? It's not going to do anything. And so because the laws and security and everything together is just so weak and useless, they don't even have to put on a mask. They just walk and take whatever the hell they want and just
This is
walk out.
completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
You can't do anything. You can't do anything. So I don't know what the hell is the point of actually having security there if you can't do anything. And I mentioned to you, the laws, absolute joke. Absolute joke, because these criminals know that even if they get caught, what is going to happen? You'll probably be on probation for at least 3-4 hours. Be out for the lunch special. Like it's crazy. And the funny thing is, these are most likely immigrants. Not sure they are. Can't confirm that by any means. But it shows you how crazy it is, if it is true. If it alleged, I can't even say alleged because I don't know. I'm just assuming here. But imagine the mindset of a person like me, a person like you watching this, right? Trying to go into another country and do something like that. Trying to go into an India, China, Russia, America, whatever the case may be, Ghana, wherever you're from. Imagine having the temerity to go in to another country this brazen and pulling off something like this on camera, no mask. You're just walking. You don't give a damn. This is why the laws have to change. They have to do something, because the way it is right now, you're not preventing this from actually happening or slowing it down. You're encouraging it at this point to just keep going because there's no consequences. There's no consequences. They don't give a damn. And so if you don't change something, it's going to continue to happen. We're still in August. How can you get 900 calls about the LCBO? That's only one store. Absolutely crazy. Folks, at Mike Roach 7 on IG, at Mike Roach 23 on X, the one Mike Roach on TikTok. Okay, I'm going to continue to bring you a bunch of stories like this, all different subjects, all different topics. There's just so many things going on, and this is just another one of those crazy stories. Folks, it's your boy Mike Roach. I'll be back again soon. Peace. And make sure, if you haven't already done so, follow, like, subscribe, share, and rate the podcast. Get into the comments for me, people. Get into the comments and please tell me why the hell nothing is changing in regards to our laws. I want to hear what you have to think. All right. So I'll be back again soon, and I'm out.